pickup and SUV fans, Mestral here. I'm in a 2018 Toyota Tundra 1794. It is the top trim level of the Tundra. I happen to know a few things about Tundra. I've driven one for off and on, gosh, as a press loan, probably like 5 years now. I think I've had different versions of it. I used to own one. I owned a Crew Max and a SR5. And so they have SR5, they have Limited, they have Platinum, and they have 1794. The 1794, if you didn't know, is a ranch in Texas. It's actually the ranch that Toyota bought and built the San Antonio plant on, and that San Antonio is where they built the Tundra. I've had it for a week. I need to run over and wash it. I've had some good times in it this week. It's massively dirty. But, you know, to me, when I look at all the trucks in the marketplace, and when I think about the Tundra, to me, the Tundra is the most honest of a pickup, and I borrow that from my friend Roman Micah at TFL Truck. He said that to me on a press trip, and I think it makes a lot of sense. It rings true. It doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles compared to, say, you know, a Ford or a Ram. Doesn't have the big screen. Doesn't have a lot of the extra stuff. It just really is a solid pickup. This has got the 5.7 liter V8. It's got the 8-speed transmission. I believe it's 8. I have to check here. Nope, 6-speed. 6-speed transmission. You know, the thing with the Tundra is it's going to be always a really reliable product. It's going to be, you know, that's how they build it. That's how they have their suppliers make sure they hold them to a good level of quality, and that's where the parts come in. It just builds a really solid pickup. But, you know, I mean, you're going to sacrifice a little bit as far as fuel economy, and I know their chief engineer will argue with me, and he's going to cringe when he watches the video, but it's just not a big point that they emphasize, but they don't need to. They're building every one they can. Great resale value, great reliability and dependability, and really fuel economy really only matters when fuel prices are high or if you're driving a lot, like cross-country stuff. And even then, you're going to spend, say, $20-$30 more a month, but you will trade that to not have your truck in the shop. There it is. On the 1794, I realized I should talk about this a little more. I have some really nice interior. It's like a suede leather interior. They did a really good job as far as color matching. I have some silver, I have some black, I have some nice wood trims on the side. It just feels, it's more luxury. It feels better than the SR5 as far as luxurious inside. It's probably not as luxurious as maybe some other trucks, especially, say, the new Ram that came out. But, you know, it feels pretty darn good to me. And if you haven't been in the marketplace for a while, you'll be surprised in how good the truck feels for luxury inside, how much they've come, how far they've come, really, in the past decade. Let's see if I can. I just feel like it's weird to watch a review of the guy with the sunglasses on. So there you go, take mine off. I got a sunroof. I got the Crew Max, which means I got a cavern back there for the boys. You can see I left the drinks kind of there in the video, just to show you the 2 drink holders back there. Again, it's a really nice feel, really nice truck, heated seats. I got dual climate controls as far as zones. The thing that's interesting about the 18, I believe they did the 17 and 18. I could be wrong, but I know in the 18 have it. They put their is it TSS Plus, which is their Toyota Safety Systems Plus, I guess is their acronym for it. Here's the deal: it gives you the complete suite of safety equipment they provide across their lineup, which is really cool. That any truck you get is going to have that safety. So in our case, I have rear cross traffic alert, which means if I'm backing up, it'll shoot sensors across both ways, and it will alert me if somebody's behind me. So this happens a lot in parking lots at like grocery stores. I'm actually heading to the mall today. It'd be a great example there at the mall that that would go off. Somebody was behind me. I didn't see them. I have blind spot monitoring. That's going to be on the mirror. It's a great feature that if I'm going to pass somebody, or if I'm on a multi-lane interstate and there's somebody in my blind spot, the truck will let me know. Oh, here, let me get on the... That's a 5.7 liter. This is a fully loaded model, $54,838, I believe is what the price was. I got the sway bar, I got the TRD exhaust, I got all the bells and whistles, and the TRD exhaust is pretty damn cool. I wish they'd offer that in the 4Runner. I wish they'd offer it. I think they should. So blind spot monitoring is a big one for me. Rear cross traffic alert is a big one, and those are two key technologies because the trucks have gotten so big. And so, when I drive this versus my Swede, my 62 Chevy C10, if you haven't seen that video or heard about the truck yet, I guess I don't have a video coming. It's quite a bit different. I mean, things have changed a lot over the years. And so I think that is really key when you talk about these trucks. When they get bigger, you just need more safety equipment. And especially, it's just, even though you think you're a great driver, I gotta tell you, I drive a lot, and I still will get the blind spot monitoring will alert me to something that I didn't realize. And so it's just a great technology. I had the backup camera. I got upgraded stereo system. So yeah, I mean, I got the bells and whistles. Comfortable drive. One of the things that Toyota has always been hammered on is the ride quality and the Crew Max. There's a lot of discussion about the frame as far as bed bounce, and you'll see some videos online if you do some searching for that. I've always called bull dung on that, cow dung, BS. I just don't think it's not that big of a deal. I owned a Tundra. There were some spots that if the road was under construction or was really bad pavement, that you felt it. Was it more or less than a similar full-size truck? I don't know. I don't think it was more. I mean, it was about the same. Now, I will say this: full-size trucks have become, I guess the standard for them to become riding better is grown. You definitely want more of a smooth ride, and trucks are getting that more these days than what they used to be. So I think the expectations has changed, and I think that's probably where the Tundra gets nixed a little bit on that, and is because when Toyota built the frame, I'll come back to this. When Toyota built the frame, this was 2007. I mean, they probably developed it in 2005, 2006, and so they built it for those standards. And now you move forward 11 years, and I just drove the new Ram 1500, and that thing rides like a damn Cadillac. Does not ride like a truck at all. And so I think the standards have changed. So again, I don't think there's anything wrong with the Tundra on ride quality, but I can definitely see the argument being made is if you were to drive this versus a new Ram, new Ford, new Chevy back to back to back, I could see where you could say this has the least of the good riding quality. And it's not bad. It's just nothing it wouldn't stop me from buying one, and hell, I bought one. Oh, so back to my other point. Safety equipment. Adaptive cruise control. This has got adaptive cruise control. I don't know if you can see my finger on the GoPro. I'm new to the GoPros. Adaptive cruise control was a really cool feature. So when you turn on cruise control, there's a little lever down here. It will show you an image in front of you, and this is used bars. Everybody uses something different. This puts out 3 bars. It's going to keep that much distance between me and the car in front of me. So I'm going to, looks like a pickup up here. So as I'm driving along and talking, if I get within radar range of this pickup, it's going to slow me down to match that pickup speed. And then keep me a comfortable pace, and then if I decide to pass the pickup, I can, change lanes, hit the gas, and stuff like that. When I go back around it, it'll take me back up to my cruise control speed. Or, and this happens quite a bit, if I'm following along and this truck decides to make a turn and slows down and makes a turn, the Tundra will slow down for me, match that vehicle speed all the way down to almost nothing. Usually they work about down to 10 miles per hour. I haven't really tested this one down to that level. And then as that truck turns, the Tundra will increase back up to its set speed. So I don't have to worry about that cruise control. I can set it at 60 and basically forget it, which is what cruise control used to be. And I have to worry about slow traffic. It's going to kind of mitigate that. I like it. I've driven from here to Denver, which is about 200 miles southwest of here, and never hit my gas, never hit my brake. Just kind of drove, and I think that's great. I mean, it's driver fatigue. It's not, you don't get as tired. You're not messing around with cruise control as much. However, I have heard that people don't like it because if you're not paying attention and you get behind a really slow vehicle, you could be all of a sudden going 45 for quite a long time, or 35 or 25 or whatever it is, below the speed limit for a very long time because you didn't realize it. All of a sudden you're like, what am I doing 50? It's a 60 in here. And you realize, hey, I've been behind this damn truck for like 20 miles. Haven't you noticed it? So I can see that. But I don't know. I personally like it. I like all the safety gear in the 1794. Again, it comes standard to that Toyota Tundra's lineup. Is a 1794 worth it? I don't know. I think it's such a nice truck, and it's such a family truck these days that this interior is really where you want to be. I mean, this is probably beginner level Denali, and Denali is now kept growing. I like it. I think it's, for me, if I were to drive a family vehicle and choose a family vehicle, I'd pick the top trim level. It's just more comfortable. It just looks better. As far as a Tundra, I enjoy a Tundra. Like I said, it's a very honest pickup. A lot of good horsepower, a lot of good torque. I've towed with this. I've towed up to 8,000 pounds very comfortably. That naturally aspirated 5.7 liter V8, has lots of power. You don't have to worry about that at all. And very reliable. And and again, holds resale value. I leased a Tundra. 2 years of my lease, I sold it, walked out the dealership at $5,000 in cash. Tell me another truck you can do that with. So that's the thing with the Tundra. I'll show you some storage. I'll have a bunch of videos you've seen down below. I have to go wash it before I show those videos because, like I said, it's been rainy, been muddy here, and I've done some dirt road driving, and I wasn't tender on dirt roads. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check us out on. Hit subscribe. Sorry, hit subscribe. I was playing with the media in there. Hit subscribe and follow along, and make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. Even though I don't know how that works. Pickup truck and SUV talk, or pickup truck plus SUV talk, depending on what the social media outlet required of me when I set them up. And send hate mail to tim@pickuptrucktalk.com. I love reading it, and we'll see you down the road.